This gentleman from Illinois, Mr. Manzullo, for 5 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I rise today to speak on energy-efficient buildings. We're talking about schools, factories, department stores, shopping centers, any type of a large building or even a small building. And the money that they can save and the manufacturing jobs that energy-efficient initiatives can create. This week, architects, code officials, and designers, and others involved in making buildings more energy efficient celebrate High Performance Building Week. This annual event features briefings, meetings, and other educational outlets designed to showcase and promote the good work being done to provide better buildings and mitigate the impact on the environment. Building owners and operators continue to find creative ways to minimize the effect that rising energy costs have on their operations and productivity. These owners and operators are beginning to find that better designs of new buildings and smart retrofits of existing buildings free up capital and allow managers to commit more resources to their core operations rather than to utility bills. The state of Montana decided to make its buildings more energy efficient. It brought in the engineers to do the study, and they found that over 7,500 points needed to have mechanical insulation. These are pipes that needed to be wrapped. And so they undertook that project. And what's interesting is that the payback was less than 4 years. But each year, the state of Montana saves 5 to 8% in energy costs on those buildings. That's a massive savings of energy in this country. One of the easiest, most cost-effective ways to improve building performance is to ensure the mechanical insulation systems are properly installed. While most of us think that insulation is only for walls and attics, mechanical insulation is a vital component for commercial and industrial and educational applications. Working with my colleagues, I introduced H.R. 2866, the Mechanical Insulation Incentive Act of 2011, last year to help commercial and industrial facility owners make their facilities more energy efficient and put people back to work. Improved insulation for piping and mechanical components in commercial and industrial settings will help save businesses more than $4.8 billion a year, according to the National Insulation Association. These improvements will also save resources to the tune of 82 million barrels of oil or 19 million tons of coal each year, and it's probably more than that. I ask my colleagues to consider supporting H.R. 2866. It's a common sense bill that will save money, improve facility operations, put people back to work, and help our buildings perform to a higher standard. Mr. Speaker, I want to close by saluting the hard work that our nation's architects, engineers, and building professionals do to improve the condition of our homes, schools, and businesses. I also want to thank my colleagues to participate in some of the events being held this week in honor of High Performance Building Week. And I yield back the balance of my time.
Gentleman yields back. The chair would now recognize the